Hi guys, your DM Andrew here. Just a couple things that I wanted to talk about before we started the show today. First off, due to small issues that come up during editing, we're changing our upload schedule. Instead of uploading on Thursdays, we're going to start uploading on Saturdays instead. Second, please make sure to like and subscribe, and enjoy the show. So last time, where we left off, everybody was staying the night at the Mithril Rose, except for Baylen. Baylen went back to the inn, and upon going into his bed, tried to pull the blanket up over himself, and found himself attached to the blanket, at which point he saw glowing red eyes appear and a mouth. So we're going to be picking up from there. So to start, let me go ahead and roll some damage right off the bat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I just got attacked.
Oh yeah. That's
By the bed monster, the blanket monster.
That's a 12
Against my
against your armor class.
that does not hit.
Ooh. No.
Okay. So you hear the swooshing sound, almost like a wiffle bat going through the air, and you dodge to the side, not knowing what's coming at you, and just hear something slam into the bed behind you. So that brings us to an initiative roll. So if you could go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay. That is a 1. It's not a critical miss, so but I have a -2 to initiative.
Oh, solid.
I mean, I did just wake up, so I mean I'm a little out of it still.
So this blanket creature, in front of your face, transforms into kind of a blob, with kind of silvery skin, and it's got 4 big red eyes and then a big mouth with sharp teeth, and it's going to attack you again. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
And by the way, you are currently grappled by it. So if you at any point want to escape, like on your turn, you would want to roll a strength check.
Okay.
So just so you know that for your decisions as we go forward. And you take 4 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
What? All right, so I will use. I'm going to use the spell Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
Yep. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
So would this then get him, like, make me ungrappled as well, since it's pushing him away if I
What was the components?
VS.
So you actually can't cast that
Ugh.
because your hand's currently grappled to it.
Okay. Hold on.
VS means Victoria's Secret, so he has to do it in lingerie.
Okay, so I guess I will use my turn then to make a strength strength check to try to get out of his grasp.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Ooh. Well, that was a miss. That was a 1.
What was it?
One might say it was a critical miss.
Don't you have inspiration?
Oh, I do
Okay.
have an inspiration point.
You do still
and
have
I would
an
like to
inspiration
use
point.
that. To
Okay,
roll
go ahead and
again. That is an 8.
You're still.
Yeah, I
attached to
assume
this
so.
thing.
Cool.
You've done.
So at this point, you kind of get shoved onto the floor as this thing starts to wrap around you, and that's using its movement, and then it makes another attack, and that is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, so you hear a snap about 2 or 3 feet away from your face as it reared back, and it tried to bite at you, but you put your hand up, force your hand back, keeping it back far enough away that it could not bite you. Above you, you see this mouth dripping and the smell of acid on its breath, and that brings it to your turn.
Okay. I will attempt to release myself again. Damn it! That's another critical miss. What is wrong with this dice?
And once again, you try to struggle free, but you almost feel like you have no energy. after rubbing one out earlier, you're just completely done. And with that, you hear the door slam open, but you cannot see the door from where you're at because you're on the other side of the bed. That brings it to a mysterious person's turn. And with that, you see a spear just appear through the other side, like from the other side of this beast that's kind of stretched itself to try and engulf you, that you've been forcing back far enough that it couldn't bite you. You just see a spear come through, and it stops like 3 inches away from your chest and comes back out, leaving a small hole that slowly starts to seal back. Let's see. And that brings it back to the creature's turn. That is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
So, man, I'm rolling bad. So this thing...
You're rolling bad. I've rolled 2 critical misses.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You rolled 2 critical misses, so you're definitely rolling worse than me. So you hear another swoosh fly past you and just smack into the ground, and you hear the splintering of wood underneath this fist that you've seen, as it kind of growls in your direction. And then at that point, you see another spear. You hear a second set of footsteps. You see a spear. Let me make sure this hits.
It's me. I'm here.
Pierce through the body. Again, at this point, the monster just kind of screeches in pain as it gets hit for more damage. And that brings it back around to your turn.
Okay. Has the creature released its grasp of me yet, now that it's been hit twice with spears, or is it still clutching on?
It has not. It's focused on you.
Okay. All right, I'll try to get away from it one more time. No whammies,
All
no
right.
whammies. That's an 8 again.
This is really
So,
good. This is really
You're
good.
just... You are just slowly being wrapped around by this beast as the sides of it, because it's almost amorphous in shape. It's just changing its shape and trying to hold you there.
Well, okay, to be fair, though, I did just do an adequate job pleasuring myself just a few minutes ago, so I am a little worn out.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what's going on. You feel your strength is much weaker than normal, due to the fact that at least one of your arms is currently got 1 point of exhaustion.
At the least.
Yeah,
at
but
the
it's looking
least.
swole though.
I don't know. Considering your roll, let's see. Yeah. 1 or 2 points of exhaustion, because I think you rolled a 17
That sounds about right.
last time in a sleight of hand check. So, 1 or 2 points of exhaustion. So that brings it back to the top of the initiative order. At which point, you hear a yell, and you see the spear pierce through again, and you hear the thud right beforehand, like something getting dropped, hitting the wooden floor. And this spear pierces again, this time embedding itself in the wood right next to your head. Again, you kind of hear the same thing, another spear piercing through, this one just kind of slashing across the top, and the monster seems to be unaffected. That brings it to the monster's turn. 22 to hit.
Yep, that does it.
All right. You feel a very strong crush up against your head as this fist type appendage comes out of this amorphous body and smacks right into your face. And the back of your head, that's been kind of arched up looking at everything, smacks into the wood behind it with a sickening crack. And you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm out.
You're out? All right. So,
Boy, this has been a
That
really
brings
fun
it.
campaign so far. That you've
Episode
killed me
3.
each time.
R.I.P. my dude.
I have not killed you. You have been rendered unconscious.
You did that to yourself.
You have not been killed. For the record. Now, you're currently ungrappled.
Cool.
And it is your turn to roll.
Awesome.
So, you want to go ahead and roll a death saving throw?
It's a 17. That's a success.
Yep. You hear a screech as you're fading in and out. You just hear a screech in the background, and you hear more yelling. It sounds almost familiar in tone, but you can't place it. And with that, you kind of roll back out of consciousness. As you're fading out of consciousness, you hear a shout from somebody and a thud of something hitting the ground, and another scream from this monster. And go ahead. It's back to your turn.
Okay.
Go ahead and make another death saving throw.
It's a 15. It's
Okay,
another
so that's a success. Mark down another one. You hear another scream from the monster, and you hear a sickening thud, and that brings it back to your turn.
Hey, that's a nat 20. Your boy's
All
back.
right. You are back with 1 hit point.
Okay.
As you wake up, you see this amorphous blob is currently on top of something, but from your vantage point, you can't see it. If you choose to get up, you would be able to see it because you're currently prone.
Okay. And that just takes my movement, right? It doesn't waste my...
It takes half your movement, yes.
Okay, cool.
But this is a small room, so half movement's all
Sure.
that's needed to traverse around the room.
Okay, so yeah, I'll get up.
All right, as you stand up, you see this monster is on top of what looks to be a guard. There's a shield on the floor near you. There is a spear on the ground, and this guard is currently unconscious and laying on the ground being attacked. You also see Boren in the door frame with his spear out, getting ready to attack again with his spear. And he looks at you and sees that you're awake and says, "I hope that you can help me." And at that, you can continue your turn.
Okay, cool. I am going to use the... is there any water in the room by chance?
There is not. This is your bedroom.
I didn't have like a glass of water or anything nearby. Has it been raining?
I mean,
Is the
yeah,
window open?
we could say that you had a cup of water. Yeah.
Okay, cool
The
beans.
bathroom is across the way, which has baths.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to use the spell Ice Knife. I
Okay.
create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. So I will obviously throw it at the blob monster.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell attack.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
That is... What would I add to that?
So, let me see. It depends on...
Well, I do have proficiency in spears and darts. Would that count?
No.
That would be a ranged... ranged weapon.
For
But it's a spell, so wouldn't you add your spellcasting modifier?
spell casting... So your attack modifier is your wisdom. Is your wisdom mod. So your proficiency plus wisdom is what you add to hit.
Okay, so that's an 8.
So that's an 8 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 2 plus, what's your wisdom mod?
Wait, what? My wisdom modifier
Your
is
wisdom.
2.
So 4. So you rolled a 4.
I rolled a 6. Where are you getting an extra 2?
You add your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, okay, so then it's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that still misses. I just wanted to make sure that you're doing it right.
Sure.
That way, going forward, you know what it is.
Okay, now hit or miss, the shard then explodes. And the target and each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice exploded must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Well, that's or take what? How much damage?
2d6 cold damage.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll your d6. And I guess I'll make a second death saving throw for the guard that's unconscious.
Is it underneath the thing?
It's pinned down by the thing.
Okay. Well, it's within 5 feet, so how far did my thing miss if I missed the thing? Because if I missed it to the right or left, I could have missed the guard.
So your room is very small.
Cool, whatever. 6.
And
that's 11.
Yeah, he's 11 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of cold damage.
So, that's okay. That's a success. And let's roll for him. What was the
Dexterity.
dexterity against what? Your what's your spell save DC?
What?
Should be 8 plus your proficiency plus wisdom.
Okay, so that would be 12 then.
All right. And Boren seems unaffected as he kind of dodges back behind the door frame to dodge as he sees you casting a spell. He kind of dodges back to make sure that he doesn't get hit. And let's see. And the mimic gets hit. How much damage was that?
11.
All right. All right, and with that, Boren raises his spear and stabs it down, and you see this monster just kind of form into a kind of almost a gloopy puddle that starts to drip through the cracks in the wood slats that make the floor on the second floor that you're on, and drip into the next floor. And it's currently no longer alive.
Wonderful. Huzzah!
Huzzah! And that's what Baylen says. Or not Baylen, that's what Boren says. Boren says, huzzah! Right back at you. And
My ultimate is charging.
at that point, he turns and he says, do you have any healing that you could do for the guard that came with me?
I'm going to use the spell Goodberry. And
Okay.
I create 10 berries that, when consumed, each one heals 1 hit point of damage.
Don't you still have some berries from last time?
Actually, I might. How many? Do you remember how many I used on our trip? Did I keep
You
those?
gave 2.
Okay, so I still have
So
8
you
then.
would still have some. But, well, actually, you would not have those.
Yeah, how good would those berries be?
Because if you refer to the spell Good Berries, I think those only last 24 hours. If not eaten, they no longer are in existence.
Gotcha.
I'm going to double check that real quick.
I've got it. I'm pulling it up right now.
Me too.
If I remembered that, man, I'm good. Good Berry. Up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. A creature can use its action to eat 1 berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment. The berries lose their potency if they have not been consumed within 24 hours of
Okay,
casting
cool.
the spell.
So then I will cast the spell again and give him 10 good berries.
Okay, so you give him 10 hit points, at which his eyes kind of flutter open, and you see this huge gash out of his shoulder where this thing had bitten down on him, but he is currently awake. And he's not bleeding out of that gash, it's just like deep bites. And he starts immediately applying pressure to it and thanks you. At which Boren looks over and he's like, I'm sorry that you had to endure that. We were staying in the inn because, as I had said before, me and Parlin are friends, and I was worried about any more attacks happening. So we've actually been staying here for the last couple of nights, listening for any sort of disturbance. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, super. Just got knocked out there for a little bit, but no, I'm all better now. Got one whole sliver of health, but I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know how a mimic got in town. I'm not used to seeing these this close to the city. But I'm glad that you're okay. Do you need some place to sleep? We rented rooms as well if you'd like to use a different room that's not messy.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
At that, he offers to help you carry all of your belongings over to the room that is across the hallway from you, which was where he had been staying. And he says, here's my room. I've been sleeping during a good portion of the day and staying up at night listening for these type of things. So, I mean, I haven't really used this room. So, I'm glad that the killings are to an end, and you can be more than welcome in my room. And at that, he kind of leaves and shuts the door. So, go ahead and mark down. Actually, I'll just add this in because I'm tracking y'all's experience points. All right. So, what would you like to do?
What time is it? This is the middle of the night, right?
Right now it would be probably closer to 1, right around the 1 o'clock hour.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna head to bed. I'm definitely need the rest.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, so all of the goop ran into the room below, right?
Yes.
Are the other 2 boys going to go check that out, or is that on their radar, or?
They might be. You don't know.
Okay. Well, I want to head down just to make sure, because I saw the goop run down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I go to the room below the one I was staying in.
All right. Let me pull up my my map of the Drunken Hunter and see where that would end up. Okay. So you're heading downstairs?
Yep.
As you go downstairs, you see the normally busy Drunken Hunter, and its tables are completely empty. You see somebody just kind of sitting on a stool behind the bar, looking very worried. And you see a couple of guards through a doorway behind the bar. That leads to a room behind the bar that you haven't been in previously, but they're kind of standing in the doorway.
Okay. I walk up and I greet the person I haven't met yet. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, do you hear any of that?
I'm pretty sure everyone did.
Okay, cool. Have you seen any some goopies run down from the ceiling at all?
Really quickly, just to describe what's in front of you, you see kind of like a teenage human boy sitting there, got kind of a pale complexion. He looks just old enough to be helping out, but he's definitely not an adventuring type or anything like that, and he's clearly freaked the fuck out. Like what in the world just happened? What was your question again?
I asked if he'd seen any goopies run down from the ceiling.
That is what the guards are looking into. Boren's in the kitchen trying to clean up the mess that was caused by whatever happened upstairs. Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. Thank you so much for asking. Did you notice anything weird? Anything out of the ordinary other than obviously what you heard?
Yeah, a dragonborn that's very beaten just came down the stairs to greet me.
Okay, well, I mean, other than me, did the guards say anything as they went into the kitchen?
No. They just said that they were taking care of some business and needed access to the kitchen. And they used one of our rags to clean up the wall right there by the doorway. There was something running down it earlier, but they quickly came downstairs and kind of cleaned it up.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I would like to try to do a stealth check maybe, and see if I can listen in or peer into what they're doing in the kitchen.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. That is a 15.
You think you're stealthed, and what did you want to do?
I just wanted to peer in and kind of like look and listen to see what the guards are doing in the kitchen.
As you peek around, you see Boren in the guard that was escorting him previously, currently collecting in a vial a portion of the liquid and cleaning up the rest of it. At that, Boren is like, come down to see what happened?
So I was not sneaky enough.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I just, I wanted to make sure that everything down here was okay. I didn't know if that thing was completely dead or not, if it would, I don't know, I saw it do some pretty crazy things, see if it would regenerate or anything.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. I'm surprised that we managed to kill it so quickly. It must have been a younger mimic, but it's definitely dead. No need for you to worry about this. We're just helping them clean up. I doubt that Parlin would take very nicely to me getting the goop of a mimic all over the floor of her kitchen when she comes in the morning to make breakfast. So just doing some cleaning. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, nothing at all. I was just making sure everything was okay.
Yeah. Everything's fine here. Feel free to get some rest. You definitely earned it.
Well,
actually,
yeah.
Do me a favor, and tomorrow, I'm gonna swing by tomorrow when you in the morning, and I have something for you. He turns back to cleaning up the floor.
Okay. I do what he says and go back to bed.
Okay, so you're sleeping. Will, let's resolve what's going on with you. You meditated, so you only meditated for 4 hours. So you've got another 4 hours till around the time that the rest of them will be awake. So what are you doing in that 4 hours?
Is this after I tied everybody up and?
Yes, you tied everybody up. That you tied up the 2 people who you were engaged in intercourse with, and then stole all their belongings except for the magical stuff, which you dumped out on the ground, and then you buried their belongings nearby for retrieval later. You did all right at hiding it, so it doesn't look like it'd be noticed in the near future.
All right. And am I back in the, I guess, tavern or whatever it is?
You can go back to the tavern if you'd like. You've got basically a 4-hour time frame. I just need to know what you're planning on doing for that time frame, so that way we can resolve it.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I don't have my my disguise on. Take it off. Get back in my regular clothes.
All right.
And then I'm going to sneak away from that area and get back to my room. Head back to my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you are approaching, you see Boren and another guard on their way out talking, and they leave out the front door and walk back towards the barracks. And you walk in, and what are you planning on doing?
Who's inside? Do I see anybody inside, or is it just...
No, you just see a young boy sitting behind the bar, who nods at you.
I'll wave. Just
all right.
Kind of wave, and then walk up to my room and start preparing for the next day.
Okay, so you're preparing for the next day. So that'll bring us to morning. It is now morning. Everybody go ahead and you have regained your hit points. So if you lost any, make sure that you write that down. And we'll start off with Keely and Ray's character. So Mallow and Fricke spent the night in the company of individuals at the Mithril Rose. So we'll start off with Mallow. Mallow, you wake up, and looking around, you've had quite the night. There is a pipe laying down on the bedside, a tiefling underneath the blankets, and what are you planning on doing for the morning? Everybody's still asleep. So, what has Mallow been doing?
I want to slip out without anybody seeing me.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth for me, please.
4.
Okay. So you make a lot of noise. But to leave the room, you haven't woken up anybody. Because the DC was next to nothing for them because they are currently completely out. But I would suggest rolling again as you leave the room, please.
21.
Wait, natural 20?
Yep.
Yep, you make it out of the mithril rose without being detected. It looks like it's probably around 8 o'clock in the morning now. So what would you like to do?
Am I well rested?
Yes.
Okay, then we go have breakfast and clean up.
Okay, so you're going back to the inn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's go ahead and check with Fricke. Fricke, what are you doing? You just woke up, and you are currently in the company of a couple of different individuals. Currently, you are with there's a male halfling sleeping on your left, and a female half-orc laying on your right.
I smack them both on the butt, and then I walk out and I high-five anyone I see on my way out, and I am not stealthy.
Okay, did you put on your clothes?
They're in a pile at the front of the shop, or at the front of the rows, so I grab them on my way out.
Well, okay. So you go down the stairs, high-fiving people as you go. You
Dick out.
You run into Steve, and Steve just kind of gives you a high five. Before you even prompt him to put his hand up, his hand's already up.
My man!
Because he already knew that in the mornings, somebody walking that proud clearly deserves a high five. And he gives you a nice high five, and you walk your way out of the Mithril Rose.
Yeah, and I head back to the inn too, so I can share my juicy deets and get some food.
All right. At this point, there are two of you guys in the inn. You guys are currently inside of the main part of the bar with all the tables around you, sitting down at one of the round tables. Baylen, what are you doing? At this point, would you be coming downstairs or?
Yeah, I would have. I've woken up by now. I'm heading down to start my day.
Okay, Nim.
I'll go ahead and my day's already started. I've eaten. Pack some water for the trip.
Okay.
I guess I'll come out of my room feeling refreshed. After having a good night.
Okay.
Packing some good loot.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody now has head down to get breakfast, and Fricke, as he goes to get food, he runs into the same guy that's been giving him a hard time about the breakfast every morning, and he just looks at him. He's like, I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Every morning you have so many breakfasts. Like, leave some food for the rest of us.
Hey man, it's not my fault you can't keep up with the kid.
And he just goes, and like, quickly scoops some food on and storms off and goes upstairs like he's gonna go eat in his room.
This guy, am I right?
So everybody's now sitting down at the table. Go ahead and do what you guys want to do.
Okay, so, how was everybody's night? Did we, I know we were all doing a lot of, investigating. Did we learn anything about ourselves or about the mission?
Well, I learned what's been killing everybody.
Oh. Okay. I guess elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we should talk in somewhere a little more private?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're probably right. Okay, let's take this, so B, I don't know, you wanna go to your room?
Well, my room's a little messy. Can we go to one of you guys's? I don't think mine's gonna be the best place.
Oh, long
I have
night,
an
huh?
idea. I have an idea.
What's up?
let's not talk about me being in the Mithril Rose last night. You guys just met me now.
Oh, sure. Okay, cool. Nothing to read into there.
Nope, just in case. You know, I like to be.
Well, okay, I guess I stand up and I grab my food and I take it with me and I say, alright, let's go to my room.
All right. So, does everybody follow?
Yes.
With my hand
Yeah.
Okay.
over my face, yes.
Alright.
All right. So you guys head back upstairs. You are now inside of Furkay's room. Just for reference, Furkay's room is in between Mallow and Baylen's old room. So you guys are in Furkay's room. Go
I
ahead.
have like
and
some
discuss.
posters of like nautical ships that I just take with me and hang on the wall. Like, you know, kids have like race
Okay.
posters. I've like
Okay.
I have some ships hanging up on the wall. That I take with
All right, so as you enter, you see diagrams of very large like ships and stuff like that on the wall.
And
You
there's a
see an
couple of
artistic rendering of him on the very front end of the ship with his arms outstretched, like the scene from the Titanic. Only he is incredibly more buff than he is in real life, and
And there's a hot
he's not
babe
wearing
on there.
anything but a pair of underwear, and his waist is being held by a very attractive woman wearing next to nothing.
And if you look really closely on the side of the boat, it says diversity.
But all right, Baylen, what's the hot goss?
Okay, well, so I got attacked last night by my blanket. My blanket attacked me.
Didn't we all?
Did you? I know I was offered certain things to partake in last night. Did you? You trip a little bit there, bud?
No, I came home, I went to bed, and I was awoken by this like actual like blanket trying to strangle me. It ended up being so after I fought it with the help of a guard and Boren. We killed it, but they kept calling it a mimic. But yeah, that's what's been killing everybody, and it almost had me if it hadn't been for some friends. But yeah, we took care of it though. I did find it a little weird though that they kept a sample of it. I don't know why they would have kept it. Turned into a goo, and they cleaned most of it up, but they kept a little bit of it, and that was the weirdest part about it for me.
Can I?
Fricke, go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Nice. That's what I was just asked to do. That is a 14.
Okay, so you have ran into mimics before in your days as a sailor. Generally what would happen is they would take the place of like your footlock. ship, or they would, if you were out at port and you guys were doing something in port, occasionally a mimic would be spotted, and you know them as being shapeshifters. When they're sitting still, they can take the shape of things, usually a chest, but have been known to take the shape of many other objects and assume the texture and everything of that object, and are indistinguishable from anything other than the object that it has assumed the position of. You know that they're pretty deadly. Usually if there's a group of people, it's fine, but definitely a tussle. But if you have like 3 or 4 people, usually it can be handled, but an attack from one of them one-on-one is not very good unless you're pretty powerful.
I'm glad you're alive.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice to hear.
I firmly clap him on the back and give him an attaboy.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. That's anybody have any questions or comments on it?
Do you think it was placed there, or do you think that mimic's just trying to, get some grub? That's something we need to answer, I think.
Yeah, I the only conclusion that I could maybe draw from is that it's because I had just come from the Mithril Rose. I don't know if that's any connection, but that's what happened to what's his bucket, Gant. The same thing happened to him when he came from the Mithril Rose. Maybe we should figure out if the other 2 victims had been there that same, like, right before.
Should we try going? Well, I mean, there's no mimic in your room.
I didn't go home.
We're at home now.
Did you learn anything, Mallow?
Nope.
To the point.
I don't want to talk about it.
I like that.
I don't want to talk about it.
I learned about a secret passageway and where it's at, but I don't know how to get into it. No questions on that?
I want to
one?
look
Okay.
at them very interested.
Thank you for paying attention to me.
Where's the secret door at?
It's down by the bathhouse. There's a secret door. I could go up there. I just have no idea how to open it. From the way my informant described it, it sounds a lot like the door that I saw at the back of the Stronghammer's shop. So basically, the way it was described is just a stone wall, and the wall goes straight down into the ground, and then there's a secret meeting room where people conduct their less than savory businesses.
That sounds interesting to know. Let's go.
Yeah, so I think that's worth checking out. You learn anything
Let's go.
new? Is that negative?
I want to head towards the door and just stand at the doorway.
Okay.
Just waiting impatiently.
I think we should all put on our mental to-do lists also. Maybe check out that goop from our good buddy, the chief. See what's going on there too. But yeah, go ahead and lead the way, man.
As you guys are getting ready to leave, you see Boren coming up the stairs. And Boren says, "Oh, it's nice to see that everybody's awake."
It's good to see you in one piece. I heard there was a scuffle last night.
Yes, thanks to the help of Baylen and one of my guards, we were able to take care of the mimic that's been killing people here.
So do you think that's the end of it? Or do you think maybe it was placed there by someone with less than good intentions?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We took a sample, and we are going to have
Run by the lab.
the local magic worker see if there's anything unnatural about this. We've also got several very experienced hunters that are going to take a look at it and see if it seems from this area. We're looking into different possibilities, and I'll keep you updated. Obviously, I can't let you see the sample or anything like that without a writ from the mayor, but definitely I'll try and keep you in the loop. Thanks so much for your help. And on that topic, Baylen, can Can I borrow you for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
And he ushers you into the room that he lets you borrow. And you notice that he's got a bag with him. And he opens it up, and inside of it is a very ornate leather belt. This belt has almost like Celtic knots along the leather. And there is a buckle on the front that looks like almost like a Celtic axe. Like a piece of art that looks like a Celtic axe. And he says, This belt has served me well in my time here in this town, especially as more and more variety of races come into this this city. I don't really have a need of it now that I'm in this position that I'm in, but I think you might be able to use it. You're a little bit on the awkward side, and I think that this will make you a little bit more appealing to some people. And he hands you this very ornate belt and gives it to you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. It also kind of sounds like an insult at the same time, but I thank you. Is it magical? Or is it just a handsome piece of leather?
Spend 20 to 30 minutes with it, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
So
And,
is this like
with
a thrill, like a what am I supposed to do with it?
Put it on, and spend 20 to 30 minutes resting with it, and he leaves.
Okay. Well, I definitely put on the belt.
As he leaves, he kind of nods to the rest of you guys as he goes down the stairs and leaves the inn, and assumedly is going back to whatever he was doing previously.
Okay, so let's roll out, I guess.
I mean, I kind of want to just chill for 20 minutes. I want to see what this belt does, guys.
Oh, you got a new belt, huh?
Yeah, the Born just gave it to me. He said I was awkward and this would help.
That's very true, though.
Yeah, for real. Listen,
If it'll
you know
help,
what?
let's do it.
Let's start walking, and maybe you'll find it out along the way.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys that's not how it works. He would need to take a short rest.
I would like to take a short rest.
We have places.
Yeah,
to
I
be.
got investigating to do, my dude.
I can catch up. Where are you guys going? I'll meet you there.
All right, we're gonna head to the Rose.
Okay, I'll be there in 20.
Why don't we go to the mayor's?
Mayor's not.
Yeah, let's
in
go to the
town.
mayor's.
Yeah, okay.
Mayor's sounds interesting.
Mayor's been out of town on business.
Yeah, I do kind
For
of want
the
to solve
past few
that
days?
mystery, though. Let's go to his house anyway. If there's no one there, then I mean, it's basically like,
Can I go up to whoever Baylen was talking to with the belt? Can I go up to him and ask him about the mayor and where the
He's already left. And that was Boren. That was the head of the guard.
Let's go stake out the mayor's mansion.
yeah, let's go there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to resolve his short rest first. So you take a short rest with this belt. As you are resting, your eyes kind of close a little bit while you're resting there, just because you've been tired, because it was a long night. And small dreams kind of penetrate this little bit of rest that you get. And you have pictures of a cave very ornately designed, and a bunch of dwarves around forging jewelry and weapons and armor, and it's almost like you're having visions of like a dwarven, like through the dwarf's eyes. And as you finish your rest and you kind of wake up, I want you to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Do I add anything to it?
No.
Okay, it's 15.
So it's about dawn, and as you kind of wake up out of it, you reach up to kind of rub your face, because you've been like rub your eyes, and where you've never really had a beard, You have quite the long beard.
Okay.
Also, your Constitution score increases by 2.
Nice.
You have advantage on Charisma persuasion checks made with any interactions with dwarves. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison.
I already do.
You have this. I'm just reading
Double
you the
resist.
stats of this. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish.
Oh.
Nice. So you said dark vision up to 50 feet?
60.
60. Dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. Speak, read, and write Dwarvish. This is a belt of Dwarven kind. This is y'all's first magical item, and it is a rare one.
Hold on, I've got a good bit here.
Also, one more
Andrew,
thing
stop
that's
talking.
important.
Whoa!
There you go. There's a little bit of
What
Foley
was
work there for you.
On top of that, I'd like you to know that this belt also does a fantastic job at holding your pants up.
How do
Good.
those hips look, though?
What?
Finally, my pants won't fall over anymore.
It's like one of those infomercials, like you're walking and just like the pants fall off your body.
All over?
Yeah, usually they're very stiff. I use a lot. I don't use any.
Starch for days.
I don't use any fabric softener.
Okay, so apparently it's dawn now. Way to sleep away the whole day.
No. It was still dawn. Like it was 7, 8 o'clock when
Oh.
you guys were eating and talking. One more thing about this belt is while anybody attuned to this belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard, if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one.
Okay, so now that I have a beard, like if I just don't shave it, then my beard will continue to get thicker every day.
Yes, the whole point is eventually it'll become like a long dwarven beard.
Okay. So now I've just got like
So-
a very like clean, like trimmed, but like
Yeah,
a
it's
style.
like
yeah.
the length of my beard. It's not like a long beard. It's just a beard.
Okay.
A basic
cool.
beard.
Cool.
But yeah, depending on how you roll, you could continue to get a larger and larger beard. So now to go to the other group. At this point, the rest of you guys show up to the mayor's estate. It's actually relatively close to the Mithril Rose. And you see a very large wall surrounding the estate and a gate with 2 guards.
Should we try and talk to them or just try and like climb over?
You guys are a distance away. They have not seen you yet. I guess it's important to let you guys know.
Like sneak around
I
or
wanna climb
confront
over.
them?
I want to climb over, but I don't.
Yeah, how high is this wall?
This wall is about 10 feet tall.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Let's go that. Let's do that. Let's go around.
Yeah, let's go around the side and...
Okay. As you flank the wall, and you get to the back of the estate,
Yeah.
you see that it is a wall that is the same height as the rest of it, and over the wall you can kind of see a glimpse of the edge of the Mithril Rose, which is one street over in this city. So you're relatively close to that. There are no guards present, and if you'd like to scale the wall, you can try.
Is there anyone at the Mithril Rose that can see us?
No.
visually?
Hey, I've got some rope, so we can do like a boost each other up.
I'm just
and then
gonna go
drop the
ahead and
rope
jump
down.
over.
Oh, what'd you say, Will?
I'm just gonna go ahead and jump over.
You can jump 10 feet?
You can't jump
Christ.
10 feet.
Well, I'm gonna I'm going to use my skills and scale the wall.
Some parkour
And-
shit.
And scale the wall.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet.
This wall is slick. It cannot be climbed.
Like even the edge can be grabbed onto.
If you guys
It's
would have
10
just
feet
waited
up.
for
you
me,
can jump.
I could have
Yeah, I wanna do
increased
that.
his jump
I wanna
distance.
Run to the thing and jump to it and grab on. Attempt to.
Okay, make an athletics check for me. or acrobatics, your choice. Whichever
While
one
he's
you wanna
doing that,
roll
I'm
with.
just getting the rope out of my bag.
Alright, 1 second. Alright, for my roll, I rolled a natural 1 plus 3.
So it's natural. All right. So you see him back up, and he preps for this fantastic jump. And he's like, "I got this. I'm the best thief in the world." And that's running through his head as he's doing it, and he's like, "I got this." And as he runs, he trips on a patch of grass that's a little bit higher than the rest, and falls forward, smacking his forehead onto the base of the wall. Go ahead and deduct.
As that happens, I go.
Go ahead and remove
really bad.
take 3 points of damage.
I'll hit the wall, and then I'll stand up and look around and see if anybody saw it.
And you, I'm not gonna make you roll a perception check, but definitely everybody in your party saw you just
We definitely
Just-
saw it.
face first attack this wall, and it almost to the rest of you guys, it looked like he was almost trying to demolish a small hole at the base of the wall for you guys to crawl through with his forehead.
So what I do now is I hand him the rope, and I try to jump over the wall.
Okay, so
Watch your footing.
You take this rope and you're just running and trying to climb the wall.
No, I give him the rope so he can give Keels a boost up and get over there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do some ninja shit here.
Okay, so go ahead and roll either strength or a acrobatics check.
That's gonna be a 16.
So you try to jump up it, and you get about halfway up and slide back down, and there's this, you're just not getting a solid handhold on this.
I do a little plie as I land and go, well, okay.
Okay, you definitely did it more with more finesse than the previous attempt, but you definitely did not make it.
Got it.
At this point, you guys have spent about 20 minutes trying to get over a wall. At which point, Baylen just comes walking up and he's like, "Hey guys!" And then you guys look over and see him with
What the fuck?
like a Baylen
Dang,
with
boy.
a beard out
Yeah,
of nowhere,
I'm hot
and he's
now.
wearing this fantastic belt.
You be looking fine.
Where'd you get that belt?
Where'd you get that beard?
So
Where'd you
this
get all
is,
that ass?
I got this cool belt from Boren. He gave it to me for helping him fight the mimic, and it turns out it makes me grow a beard, so that's pretty cool.
And an ass, damn.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, for
The
real,
belt
though?
definitely does accentuate your ass.
For real though, this
No.
cake.
As the way that it clings to the waistline of you, definitely accentuates that booty, though.
Wonderful.
I pop.
Okay, so have they gotten up the wall?
No, I was like, hey B, it's good you're here. You're taller than all of us. Why don't you go ahead and give someone a boost, and we'll lay some rope down and climb up.
Me first.
That's definitely the first thing we tried.
Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the spell jump on Mallow, just so she can get up the wall with a bound where the other two could not. I touch a creature, the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
Jesus.
No, it says distance, not height, does it?
It does say distance.
It just says distance?
Yeah.
All right.
Would that not work for this situation?
So you can jump very far if you want to directly run into this very high wall.
What's the hill situation?
But she doesn't know this. So Keely, what's Mallow gonna do?
I mean,
I feel like he would tell her if he's putting a spell on her.
Yeah, no, I told her. I'm saying, here, I tap her and I said, now you have jump.
all right, I'm gonna try it.
You're gonna have to
Do
erase
this.
one of your other moves though, to make room. You can only have 4 moves.
Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics or a acrobatics check. So whichever one you have the better modifier on.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
We're slow learners around here. That is an 18 this time.
Okay, so you successfully boost him up.
All right, I want to be wary of what's coming next. I don't. Was I able to see any of the action?
You saw a flash of blue light, as it like slid along the outside of what looked to be like almost a dome in a perfect arc, in a bright flash of light as it hit her in the chest, flinging her backwards.
All right, so I want to be, wary of what I'm doing, but I still want to go for it.
Okay, you are up on the ledge.
Drop me the rope.
All right, I'm going to dangle my feet down on the edge.
As you pass the edge, you see another shot of blue arcane light fly up and slide along the edge of it, smacking you in the chest.
Flinging
you back 13 feet and taking 2 points of damage.
Could I roll a perception check and see if I think that was big enough of a thing for the guards to notice?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a. I'm just gonna have you roll a wisdom check.
Okay. That is a 16.
The guards definitely know that you guys are over there.
Okay.
The first hit, they knew that, like the first one, they knew somebody was trying to get into it, and started doing a perimeter check. The second one, they actually watched for and saw arc down and know exactly where you guys are on the wall.
What's the tree situation in our area?
There are none.
Fuck.
Can I do the same wisdom check to see if I notice the guards too?
That would be a perception check.
All right, can I?
Yeah.
See if I see the guards. Good thing I have 2 dice. 17 plus, is that perception?
Mm-hmm.
19.
You do not see any guards nearby.
So there's
with a 19 though, you do hear a shout, and you hear footsteps coming from the right side of the right corner of that wall.
Okay, describe the environment.
All right, I want to start running over.
The environment is a field. There are some trees that surround the mithril rose, but think about the plains that you guys were walking through before you guys got to the Broken Lands. That is what the terrain was like before they started building this town. You guys are on an estate that clearly was built and kept away from things because of the fact that it houses somebody important, so it's kind of an open area.
All right, boys.
Where you guys are at.
Let's get these hands ready. It's about to go down.
I want to run ahead of everybody, make sure I'm ahead of everybody, and go towards the footsteps or whatever.
You guys are about 15 feet away from the opposite corner where you were hearing shots from.
Can I use an action to get there faster?
You guys are not in combat, so you guys can go if you want to.
Right.
Yeah, I use my
want to
40 speed and I just start.
Sprint to that.
Fuck
thing.
it, I'm ready to throw hands.
Is everybody else running?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys round the corner, and you see the wall continuing down in the direction that you guys came from, but on the other side of the building. So this is the side that you haven't been on yet. So you guys are running away. As you approach the front side of the wall, I want you guys to all roll stealth checks for me.
Wait, hold on. I'm running towards the footsteps, not away from them.
You're rolling to the footsteps?
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm ready to fucking fight him.
I'm not. I am not.
I'm running towards the footsteps.
Yeah, I only have 9 health because someone had to punch me in the throat.
Listen, I rolled a natural 20 here, so...
I am running away.
Who's running away and who's staying?
I am running away.
Okay.
I probably just follow the majority, so I'll stay.
So you'll stay. So Mallow, you run around the corner and you see the open side of the wall that you haven't been on. As you approach the front, I want you to roll a stealth check for me, please.
14. 15.
15. So you successfully get away without being noticed by anybody.
Can I want to try and, like, sneak up on the guards. And,
Well,
like, 'cause
the
I don't wanna
guards
kill them,
are
'cause
approaching.
They're just doing their jobs.
I'm at a full sprint towards the
Yeah, I'll let
footsteps.
him handle that before
Okay.
before I do anything.
Okay, so as you round the corner, you see two guards, each with spears in their hands. And they say, "Halt!" And what do you do?
I'll try to be in more of a childlike voice so it seem younger and say, "I'm sorry, guards. Me and a couple of friends were just trying to retrieve a ball. We were playing a game and we lost the ball over the wall, and when we tried to scale, something attacked us."
Anything that passes over that wall gets shocked. That would explain why we saw two bolts. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I got hit a little bit, but I can take some.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
13.
Now also roll a performance check.
20. Not natural.
Okay.
19 plus 1.
So what were you really doing? At this point, you can tell he believes that you're a kid, but he's not very happy that you guys are here.
Would I have overheard that?
You would have, because you were approaching the corner. Baylen's kind of hanging back because he's injured.
Okay. I want to try.
Real fast. They have the guards by them, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you do not know this
Can I?
because you are on the opposite side. You just know that they're approaching. Like guards are approaching them.
Can I check and see if the front gate is open?
The front gate, you can see that it's closed.
Oh damn. Okay.
I want to roll around the corner, and I want to act like I'm his dad.
Okay, go ahead and do this.
Gareth, where the hell have you been? I told you not to run off in the middle of the day. I've been worried sick.
I'm sorry, Father. I was just playing ball with my friends.
Roll a performance check with advantage.
Both of us?
No, just him.
That is a 17.
All right. Now roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That is a 16.
Well, you need to keep a closer eye on your kid.
You're right, man. I'm sorry. It's just ever since the wife passed, being a single dad in an up-and-coming city is hard. I can barely make ends meet. Listen, I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. I'm so sorry, sirs. I really appreciate everything that
as you're
that the
saying
guards
this, they
do
walk
for this
around
town.
the corner to take a look and make sure there was no damage to the wall, and see Baylen standing there. Bearded Baylen just kind of standing there looking at them like, what do I do?
Oh, fuck.
I want to yell at him. Hey, Grandpa.
He's a dragonborn!
Jim. I want to explain to the guards that I've been adopted.
Okay. Are their backs turned to me?
No, they're facing you.
Alright, go ahead and see what he's doing here.
Baylen, what do you do?
You don't say no, baby. This is improv.
I look at them. Have I heard any of this?
You heard him yelling about like he was a dad, because he did that quite loudly, so you were able to hear that. But
Did
you
you hear
have
me
no
go-
context to that.
Did you hear me go, hey, Grandpa Jim Jam?
Yes. If you turned around the corner and said, "Hey, Grandpa, Jim Jam," yeah.
So, okay. So I attempt to continue on with the charade.
I yell, "My mute lover!"
And
Jim Jam!
why would he call me Grandpa?
You're mute. You can't talk.
This is
So
Jake
let me
asking the
just make
question.
sure I get this right. He is your lover, and is he your dead wife's dad or yours?
Yeah, things got real weird when she bit it. I was not in a good place. I was experimenting with.
Go ahead and roll a performance check with disadvantage.
Boy, that was a good one too.
All the while, I'm just sitting here with my hands on my throat, acting like I can't talk.
That's a. That was a 15.
Well, I'd already have my hand on my throat anyway because it is a little sore from being punched. So I guess it's just kind of a natural place for my hands to be right now.
So a total of 15.
Yeah.
That was the disadvantage, right? So
Yeah,
that
the
was your
good
low
one
roll?
was a 21.
Okay. So he just looks at you. He's like, "Can you guys just leave?"
Yes. Absolutely, we can.
And at that, you guys walk away.
I do a quick
they
head
are
count.
escorting you to the front of the building. They're following you very closely.
Do I notice that they're there?
Yeah, they're escorting us.
Do me a favor and roll a perception check.
Well, okay, you said that they asked us to leave and we're leaving, and you said they're following us.
They're escorting
Yes, they're following.
us.
Yes. You know that they're there.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
It would have been funnier if you made a perception check, though, just for the record.
I feel like I want to get in this house bad now.
I want to.
Is that
be
in or out of
walking-
character?
That was out of character. Sorry. Like,
Okay. So they escort you to the front, and as you guys approach the front, everybody make perception checks for me.
Fuck me. That was a natural 1.
That's a 21.
Keely, not you. I want you to make a stealth check for me.
15.
15.
Did you add your modifier?
Okay.
Stealth. 16.
Those are some fantastic perception rolls from these guards. 16? Okay, so currently everybody but for Kay knows that Keely's out front. And apparently the guards seem almost blinded by the fact that they just ran into a grandpa son or daughter's or his son-in-law lover situation, and he's a bearded dragonborn, and they're just completely confused and don't notice Keely, but both Baylen and Nim notice her kind of in the distance peeking over the edge of a hill. They say, now get going, and we seriously hope we never run into you again.
I'll say to the guards, I'm sorry, sirs. This will never happen again. I hope I can save up enough coin to get another ball. And Father, I'm sorry. I will be scrubbing the headboards tonight. The floorboards tonight.
And with that, they go back to their post at the front. What would you guys like to do?
I feel like
I'm assuming-
it would be in character for me to, as soon as they leave iShot, to say, "Oh, that was a close one."
I think we handled that well.
But
I
I
just
have
put
a
my
feeling
fist
that
out
they
for
might
some
still be in
nuts real quick
earshot.
from Nin.
That's what I'm implying.
No, they're not.
Okay.
If you
That's
say
something
that softly, the way that you just said it, no, they're not.
Okay, that's
Like,
something
they
that
could hear
character
you if
would
you were
do,
talking a little bit on the loud side, but yeah, your character definitely would do that. All right, so you guys get join back up with each other. What are you guys doing?
Oh, wait, quick question. Can I use minor illusion to trick, like, the orb over the fence so that we can, like, get over it? Is that a thing?
Minor illusion does an illusion.
Wait,
So it's
could you
illusionary
use it-
magic. It doesn't actually do anything. It just makes something appear that way.
Yeah, but it can trick the thing to...
So what if we walked away, the three of us, but you used what?
Hang on.
What?
Really quickly, Keely. So you want to use minor illusion to make it look like there was another person trying to get in?
Yeah, so, like...
And make it look like that arcane energy shot down at something again?
Yeah.
What's the range on that? Do you know?
Um...
I can pull it up real quick.
Well, isn't she peeking over the wall? Isn't she peeking over the wall, so she should have range?
No, she's not peeking over the
No,
wall. she's
she's
peeking
hidden.
over a hill in the distance.
It doesn't-
Oh, okay.
You're a sorcerer. Minor illusion. Let's see. 1 minute, 30 feet. No, you couldn't.
Damn.
Could you do the same concept, but just have it look like someone's running, like, so they would give chase?
Well, she's about 20 feet out, so she can make one right up at the wall and kind of go around the corner. But that would be it.
Listen, that's all I need.
And it's not. Keep in mind that this spell, the description of it is you can create a sound or an image of an object within range. It is not an animation.
Okay.
It is so if it's a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice or someone else's voice, a lion's roar, beating drums, or any other sound you choose. And it can last for up to a minute. If you create an image of an object, such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest, it must be no longer than a 5-foot cube. The image cannot create sound, light, smell, or any sensory effect. Physical interaction with the image is clearly an illusion because things pass through it. And if a creature uses and examines the sound or image, the creature can determine the illusion with a successful intelligence check against your spell save. So if you create an image, it would just be an image. It wouldn't be an animated image. If you create a sound, they can make a check to see whether or not it's real or not.
Yeah, I guess my confusion is why would we even attempt to do this? Because no matter what, like, we're still not going to be able to get over the wall because the orb's going to shock us every time.
Guess what? What do guards always have in their pockets? Keys.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
So I
what
wanna
about
beat 'em
this?
up, take their keys, and go into this fucking house.
So, what if we, like, I project the image on the wall so the orb goes after that image and not us as we try and get over
The
it?
image isn't real, so
The
it
orb would
wouldn't.
know.
The orb wouldn't
Oh.
cause anything,
Okay. Alright.
to your knowledge, because from what you've experienced, is it's from something trying to pass through this orb,
Actually-
or through this dome, gets hit with arcane energy.
I've done a complete 180. I say, let's go to the Mithril Rose. I've just had a machination of an idea, I think.
They're talking. He's talking to you guys.
Yeah, yo, boys, let's roll out. Let's
Hey,
roll.
I have a question. Do I know that I now speak Dwarvish?
Yes, you know these things from meditating with it. So
Okay.
the way that attunement works in 5th edition is when you can either go get an item examined by somebody who is good with magic and stuff like that to discern the nature of the object, using an identify magic spell. You can have somebody check it for good or evil, but by resting, you know the nature of the spell purely off of what it does, not off of you wouldn't know if it's a good or evil magic, what it is, but you would know that it's attributes.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
So when you found this passage, right? It was in Dwarven, wasn't it?
No, it was a thieves' camp.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't see that, obviously. I'm saying that out of character.
He saw markings by the stairway that pointed down, stating that there was business.
Yeah, I know where the door is, but I've never seen it.
Was the when you went to the other armory, was there Dwarvish in there?
No, it was just a wall.
Okay.
I obviously don't know that Mallow was there, but can my common sense assume she's nearby?
No, because you don't know where she went after she ran.
Yeah,
Okay.
she just said
You
she
guys
was
got into
gonna-
this
she was
tuffle.
dipping.
You turned around to yell at Baylen and noticed that one of your members were not there.
Well, I just loudly announced, all right, listen, let's, we've had such a hard day. Let's all go as a family to the Mithril Rose. Let's...
Roll a
I think we
perception
should
check
loop
for me.
around.
Oh, beans. Hold on, I fell on my desk.
Everybody.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay.
That's a 20 for me too, not a nat, but after my
Okay.
I
rise.
have an 8.
8.
What'd you get,
Keely?
Mallow?
And then what am I rolling for?
Perception.
16.
16. So you all notice at that, the guards just shake their head and one of them face palms and pulls out a flask and just takes a long pull from that flask.
Swig.
Acting.
A good gulp.
So you guys, do you guys meet back up with Mallow?
Yeah,
Or
I head
Mallow
over.
does Mallow meet up with us?
Yeah, I head over.
Well, everybody but you noticed her. So
Yeah, that's true.
I head over.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah, let's
I'm
head over to
startled.
Mello.
Hey! It's just me. Don't worry. How'd it go? How'd everything go?
We basically nailed it. Didn't get in the house though.
Damn.
I have a theory. So I noticed that you can basically see the rose from the backyard of Homie's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, from all our accounts when we pooled our knowledge here, it sounds like people go into that secret office I was told about to do business. Maybe they're doing business with the mayor, and maybe that door is a portal into the mansion. So I think we should go investigate the door, because I don't know, I'm very suspicious. I have a theory, but I don't want to share it with the group yet, because I don't want to look dumb. So,
Alright, let's
Okay.
go.
I'm game.
so that's all I tell them for now.
Okay. Have you told them about when you guys were discussing? Did you tell them about the nature of the underworkings of the Mithril Rose?
Oh yeah, the gangs and everything that work out there.
Okay.
I wrote it down. Hold on. The Iron Fist gang.
That work out there?
Yeah.
Because they pump metal, pump iron in the in the basement.
Listen, muscle in the town, you gotta get swole.
Okay, so are you guys all headed to the Mithril Rose?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, your DM Andrew here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed today's show. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, so that way we know that we did a good job. Second, please make sure to follow us on Twitter. You can follow me at Magic Coolbus, Ray at Roasted Ray, Keely at KeelyDB, and Jake at EnzerJ. Also, retweet the show at Magic Coolbus for a chance to have your name used in the future episode as an NPC. Again, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next Saturday.